Hello. Good morning, everyone. You're welcome to Charter Summer Camp, and I'm grateful that you're here. My name is Maurice Nelson. I'll be taking you for this very first class on graphic design, and it's going to be awesome time. All right, so um, graphic design is a very wonderful course and a very wonderful skill for everyone to learn. Whether you're in business, whatever you do, whatever you want to do, you want to design a flyer for mommy's business, you want to design a flyer for daddy's business, you want to design a flyer for your birthday, for whatever, right? Anything you want to design, you can use graphic design to achieve that, as the name implies, graphic design. So I'll be sharing my screen now, and I'll be telling you how to do graphic design and all how to go about graphic design. So once again, you're welcome. I will share that right now. Yeah, if you can see my screen, you tell me that you can see it. So I've not shared yet, but I'm about sharing. Yeah. So I have shared it. Can you see it? Can you see my screen? Are you there? Can you see my screen? Am I getting any responses yet? So I am thinking that you must have seen it. Okay, I think I've seen some chats here. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right, thank you. All right, so today we'll be talking about graphic design. We're talking about the very important aspect of graphic design, which is called the element of design, element of graphic design, element of graphic design. So we'll start now. And so finally, you're welcome again. And today, if you notice, there are a lot of fine pictures on my laptop screen, very beautiful pictures. And I will do as much as possible to make you understand what's happening here. So now, what's the graphic design? Graphic design is using pictures, using shapes, using letters and colors to share a message or tell a story. So, if you want to use pictures, if you want to use image, if you want to use letters, whatever you want to use, colors, however, you need to use it together to show maybe a story. You want to use it to talk about something. You want to use it to tell a particular message or whatsoever you want to do. You're going to use graphic design to activate that, to show that. So it's a very fantastic way to express yourself and explore your creativity. So I know some of us here can draw, some of us here can tell stories, some of us here can do anything. You can even act, you can do whatever else you want to do. So graphic design is one of those ways which can communicate all of this your creativity, all of this your ideas, everything you want. Graphic design can help you do that. So now, if you notice, we brought up this a wonderful flyer for this class, right? And we talked about how you can notice we have talked about a story here. We've talked about our brand, which is Childish Foundation, and then we talked about when we are going to hold the classes. We talked about the summer camp itself. We talked about what we are going to teach. You notice we have introduction to graphic design, we have introduction to UI UX design, and then we have principles of the elements, principal elements of design. So if you notice, we have a date here, we have a time, we have a place, a venue as well. We are going to hold the class, and then we have how you're going to register. So in this particular one, we have all of these things I talked about here from my previous slide. We have pictures, we have shapes, we have letters, and we have colors. So you're going to help me identify all of these things. So who can help me identify the pictures here? Pictures. So if you notice, we have a picture here, which is this boy holding a laptop. If you notice, and he has a school bag. This is a picture we have in this. So we have shapes as well. Who can help me show another shape? Shape. We have a circle here, which is this dot you're seeing. We have another circle here, which is this sun you are seeing. We have a rectangle here, which is this white background that childish logo is on top. We have another rectangle here, which this white background where you have this Zoom and Google Play, Google Meet logos, all of them on top. We have all of these shapes. So we have letters as well. Now you see different letters. We have, letters are, just like your handwriting, right? So that's what we have here. We have this childish summer camp. You notice there are different kind of letters. This childish looks different from summer. Summer looks different from camp, right? And then camp looks the same thing like 2025, if you notice. So that is that. And then we have different letters here. And then we have colors too. You notice we have a pink color here. We have a green color here. We have an orange color here. We have a blue, is that blue or purple? We have a purple color here, and we have a red color, and we have another pink color here. We also have yellow. We have all of these beautiful colors here. All of them, they are parts of graphic design. So the next slide. And so we're going to talk about the basic elements of design today. So what are the basic elements of design today? Number one is now what are the basic elements of design? So basic elements of design are the building blocks of any graphic design. We use them to make our artwork fun. We use them to make it balanced. We use them to make it very meaningful. So if you notice on this particular place where we have this slide you're seeing now, we have text, right? This text you're seeing now, it makes the design look hopeful, it makes it look awesome, it makes it look very, very beautiful, right? And then we have this summer camp here as well. We have summer camp here as well. We notice we have Childish Summer Camp. This is the logo of Childish Summer Camp, right? And if you see, it's very, very beautiful, right? So that is it. And also we have these pictures here. If you notice, there are some pictures here on the right-hand side of your screen, right? You have some pictures there as well. So that's that about what the element of design is, right? The element of design is. So what are the elements of design we are talking about now? So now, the first one is, if you notice, we said it makes the artwork what? Fun. Notice these pictures, they make this artwork fun. Sorry about that. Pictures, they make this artwork fun, right? If you notice, they make it very, very fine. And then make it balanced. If you notice, there's a balance in this particular pictures you're seeing here. There's one on top, there's one by the right, and one by the left. There's another one, bigger one by the left as well. There's another bigger one by the right as well. It makes it balanced, right? And then we say it makes it meaningful. So what does this thing mean? It means that it makes it have a message. So the message we are trying to pass here in this class is that we are trying to teach the children, we're trying to teach you what are actually the element of design. If you notice, this text means something, right? All right, so that's for that. So now we are going to go straight into the elements of design. The first element of design, right, is color, right? You notice we talked about color when we started, and then we have shapes, we have lines, we have typography, we have balance and symmetry. All right. So now we have primary colors, and we have now the type of colors we have mostly, which is the one you need to know about today, is we have the primary colors and we have what? The complementary colors. All right. I hope you are following, because I'm going to be asking you some fun questions as well. So we have shapes, right? So in the shapes, we have circles, we have squares, we have triangles, right? So if you notice, you can draw a circle. They're like circles, they're like squares, and they're like triangles, rectangles, all the other shapes that we know about, right? You notice the first thing I told you about. Let's look at this. Let's go back to this and look at it. We have circle here. If you notice, we have circle here, we have what's a rectangle here, right? Though there is no triangle here, but you can also pick a triangle from this Google Meet logo. This Google Meet logo, there's a triangle here as well. You notice? And then we also have something like that in the Zoom logo as well. All right. So we have circle, we have all of them. So now let's go back to this now. So we have shapes. Okay, I've just talked about shape now. Now we have lines. We have thick lines, we have thin lines, we have curved lines, and then we have what? The straight lines. Now look at this. Look at this. Where is our, yes. We have, now if you notice, there's a thin line here under the principles and elements of design. Did you see that? Yes, I know you saw that. So we have this thin line here, and it's also a straight kind of line. That's like one of the, the lines that we have in this our design. So let's go back to our element of design. So we have typography. Now, what are typography? Typography is text. It's just simple to say that is what? Text, right? So we have font, you're going to have font with letters and kind of fonts. So you can call them fonts, you can call them letters as well. And then we have balance and symmetry. If you notice now, what's mean of balance? Right? What's mean of balance? Balance is very, very easy to see. When something is balanced, it's something like this. You're seeing my two hands, okay, now God is a very, very good creator. Are you aware of that? God is a graphic designer. God is the best graphic designer in the whole world, right? If you notice, God designed you. God gave you your right hand and he gave you what? Your left hand. Maybe we've seen it left and right here, but you understand what I mean? We have your right hand. This is my right hand. This is my left hand, right? So God made it balanced. You notice God had one finger, two, three, four, five. And then on this side as well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So we have all of these fingers here because God is a great graphic designer. God ensured that there is what? Balance in your body. So you have also two legs. You have two legs as well. You notice your two legs are, they are very beautiful because you have them, right? And then on your face, you have what? Two eyes, right? So you see on your nose as well, you have two nostrils, right? If you notice there's one here, there's another one here. Don't mind me, my nose is very, very big. All right. So that's how great God is. And so you're as well going to be doing such kind of designs as well. You're going to do something that is very, very balanced. Right? Now let us go to color. Now, what are the primary colors we are talking about? The first primary colors we're talking about is red, blue, right? Red, blue, and yellow, right? So these are the primary colors that we have, right? So we have this red, blue, and yellow. So if you notice, there's a red here, and there's a blue here, and there's what? A yellow here, right? These are the primary colors that we have. And then we have other complementary colors. We have complementary colors like, the other colors like warm and cool colors. There's some colors that makes you feel in a way. So what does color does? Color creates contrast, right? And it grabs your attention. When you see a red cloth, what first comes to your mind, right? When you see a blue kind of jersey, maybe a blue kind of a polo, a blue kind of t-shirt, a blue color, a blue book, a blue biro, a blue whatever, right? Like for the ladies, for the girls, and the girls like pink colors, right? And then we have some boys that like black, they like blue, they like all those kind of colors. So colors play a kind of what's it called now? Colors play a kind of story, plays a kind of script in our heads when we see them, and then it grabs our attention. Once you see black, in a way, you feel very, very dull, right? Once you see, something like red, you feel very, very alive, right? You feel very, very alert. So that's what color does. Color creates emotions, it creates contrast, and it grabs attention, right? So that's what color does in graphic design. So if you want to be a good graphic designer, you have to understand what colors, very, very important. So the second one is shape, right? You notice we have like about two shapes. I hope you can still see my screen though. We have two shapes here. We have the square shape, we have the triangle shape, we have the circle shape, right? If you notice, we have that square here, right? We have a circle one, and then we have all those other shapes. So we have some geometric shapes as well, right? So now, what do we use shapes to do? We use shapes to build font characters, we use shapes to build logos, and we use shape to build layouts, right? If you notice on our graphic design, we have those shapes where we had that white background where we have childish foundation logo on it, right? So let me see. Oh, okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, I hope your children can see this and they are watching as well. Right, so let's go. So we use these shapes to build font characters, right? And we use them to build logos and kind of layouts. That's what shapes does for you in your design. So if you want to draw a football now, what shape do you use? What shape do you use? Use a circle shape, right? You can tweak the circle to look like an oval, can tweak it to look like a sphere whatsoever. You want to draw a television now, what shape do you use? A square shape or a rectangle shape. However, you can arrange it, you can drag it in such a way that to give you what you are looking for. So we're going to be introducing you to a particular graphic design software we'll be using during all of this, our classes, and it will be very, very interesting, right? So just stay with me. So the next one is line, right? Line. Why did I say line? So we have straight lines, we have curved lines, we have thick lines, we have thin lines, we have wavy lines, we have zigzag. All of them are a kind of lines, right? So what do they do? What do lines does? So what line does is that line guides your eyes, it divides space, and it adds what? Motion, right? What does it do? It guides your eyes. So if you see a particular line now, it leads you to somewhere and you are trying to follow the line. So it also helps you to tell your story in a creative way, right? So lines as well divide space and lines add motion, right? So that's what lines does in our element of in our designs as an element of design, right? So the next one is typography. Remember I told you about typography. Now what's the actual typography? Typography is a fun way we use letters and fonts in design. So we have big font. If you notice this big now, see this big that I wrote here. You see that it's big, right? Shows that it's big, right? And then we have this other big that's smaller than this other big. So big fonts, they do what? They shout. Fancy fonts, they feel magical. And then simple fonts are easy to read. If you notice, we have like some simple fonts. Look at what I used to write this my presentation. So if you see big font, I wrote big capital letters. And then you see smaller fonts like this one that has, you know, this one that has like this smaller fonts that has simple, they're actually very, very simple to read, right? If you notice, I wrote this let kids play with font styles and sizes. Did you see that? Let kids play with font styles and sizes. So we have that this this particular font style, it is what? It makes it bend. If you notice it's bending to like the right. Did you notice? It's bending to like the right. So because it's bending, you can add can add that it can makes it makes the font look magical, right? Makes it look magical. And then simple fonts are very, very easy to read. All right. I hope you're following. So the next element of design is balance and shape. Remember when I was explaining balance and shape, I told you that there is your right hand and there's what? Your left hand. So God is a greater designer because God gave you balance in your kind of body, right? So now listen. So what is balance? Designs actually look better when they are what? When they are balanced. They look best when they are balanced. Any design that you do that doesn't look balanced, it is a kind of, or when you grow, as time goes on, we're teaching you, you know, how the types of balance we have. Because there's some kind of balance that will not be the same thing. The kind of balance that is like this, and then it's something. If you notice, my other hand is not showing clearly. This one is called an asymmetric kind of balance. We have symmetric and this symmetric kind of balance. So let's not rush ourselves. I'm going to be teaching you how to understand these types of balance, right? So balance makes it even and fair on both sides. If you notice, your right hand and your left hand, they are even and fair on both sides. So here and here, they are very, very beautiful, right? And then what does it do? It also makes it clean, neat, and not crowded, right? So, and there's a tip that I would give to you today, and that tip is that less is what is more. Less is more. So you don't crowd things too much in a particular place. But if less is more, right? That means you make it look very, very beautiful. It is not plenty, but it gives the message, it passes the message you're trying to pass across. So now finally we have an activity. So our activity this today is that we're going to be creating, a very beautiful mini poster, right? And then what you do is that you're going to have three different shapes, right? You have three different shapes, and then you're going to add two or more colors to these shapes, and then your name is a font font. So you're going to be writing your name in that font. You can find any particular font and make it and write your name on it. So you're going to make it very beautiful. You're going to make it bold. And you're going to make it balanced, right? So we'll be seeing this particular one when you're going to do, or when you're going to submit your next assignment. So the link submit your next assignment will be posted soon so that you submit your assignments through that link. All right. So thank you. This is the end of our graphic design class for today. So I'll be showing you the software you're going to be using. It is called Canva, right? It's called Canva. So let me come back. I'll be on sharing my screen now. Then I will take you to Canva, right? So how do you open a Canva account? Let's start from there. Let me share it again and tell you how you can open a Canva account. All right, I hope you're following. All right, so you're going to go to, I hope you can see my screen, right? You can see what I'm doing. So I have an account. I have an account with Canva already. So I'm just going to use my email. So it's very, very easy to use your email to open a Canva account, right? So what you do is that, so I'm going to reload this because I think it's having a little bit of an issue. Yeah. So if you log in your email, maybe your mommy's email or your own email as well, you'll come here and then you create an account, right? You create an account to lead you here, and then you click. Like for me now, let me continue with another account, something like this. So you come to this place, there you log in, continue with Google. So you click on continue with Google, and then you click. So where you have this my name written here, your name or your mommy's email will be written there. So you click on that email, click on that name, and it will be open. So let's wait for it to open. You say continue, you continue. I hope you can see my screen on that part. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Let me be sure you can see it before I continue. All right. So you just continue and then you come to Canva. So Canva is opening a little time. So this is it. So you're going to open, these are the designs I've created on Canva already. So you're going to create your own account. So if you come to this place where they wrote create, you open it, and then you see um there are different things here to create, but you're going to create your own, right? You create your own. So now you notice there are different templates, right? Templates are a pre-designed platform for you to work on your design, right? Yes. So they say logo, they say presentation, whatever you want to create, just ensure that you create it. So you can say maybe let's choose one. No, I chose this one. So it's opening. So look at it here. So this is how you open a Canva account. When you open this Canva account, you now come here and then you have all of these things ready for you to use, right? So so if you notice there are elements here, you click on elements and then you see you see shape, click on shape. Remember the assignment I gave you, you now see different shapes. You now create the shapes, add colors to it, something like this. Add colors to it. Let me create three different shapes. Look at them. So you click on them and you click on this place color, and then you click on the kind of color you want to add, right? Look at, I've added different colors to it. I'm going to add different colors to it now. I'll add this color. I'll click on this. I'll add this color. Beautiful. You see how it looks like? And then I'll now come to text, right? That's my typography now. I will add text box, and then I would I'll write my name, Maurice Nelson. That's my name. And I will increase the font here. I'll increase the size. Look at. So I told you to write your name, right, on it. So that's how to create Canva. So you can make it bold. You can make it fun, make it bold, and then you can add a color to it, right? What's the color now? Here's the color, the text color. It can be white. You notice here is very, very beautiful. I've written my name, and I also duplicate. I'll take it here because white goes on that background. That's why I use that, and I'll take it here. This is the assignment I'm giving to you. So ensure to do yours, and then we'll submit it. I'll give you an opportunity to submit it. Yeah. So thank you very much for joining this wonderful graphic design class today. I'm so grateful that you're here, that you connected. So um our camp director Tete blessed is Auntie B. Auntie B is going to get to you on the WhatsApp group, and then you're going to submit your assignments to Auntie B. Yeah. So, all right, thank you so much. I think we are done for today in this graphic design class. All right, so tomorrow is going to be an awesome class as well. For those of us that registered for that class, you can decide to turn on and then join for that class as well. And if you're in this class, you're interested to join the next class, you can join the next class as well. And then if you see there's something you don't want to join, you want to join on this one, beautiful as well. So thank you so much, and I will see you next in our next graphic design class. Don't forget to do your assignments. And then if you do your assignments, you have some marks for it. If you don't do your assignments, you're not going to go with us to the last stage in these classes. So thank you, children. Have a wonderful day ahead. I love you so much, so much, so much. Charlie Foundation loves you so much. All right, that's how we prepared these wonderful lectures for you. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye. Bye.